Because the problem is I get to December and I start to panic.
Oh, yeah, for
and
sure.
And then I overspend.
Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself? It's
Good.
It's right now. Soccer just ended yesterday for Gigi, so we've got our time back. Holidays are coming. Jody and I are going to Rome.
Congrats! That should be pretty
less
fun.
Than 3 weeks, and I know we've talked about travel budgeting before. So I'm just gonna throw this out there because I'm pretty proud of it. I did a lot of work. The two of us round trip out of MBS, right? Midland Bay, Saginaw.
Yeah.
Round trip. We go from MBS, Detroit, Rome, MBS, or Rome, Detroit, MBS, with hotel included, $3,300. Hotel and airfare.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, it's only two of us. Jody and I celebrated 20 years. Jody turned 50. I'm actually going to be turning 51 in like
it's a big celebration.
10 days.
Right?
But
Yeah.
both of our 50th birthdays, 20th anniversary. So we decided we'd splurge, but do it in a way that made financial sense too. Yep.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
With flights, staying there. I mean, I know you got some crazy websites, different ways to go formalize everything together, but I remember when we were trying to go throw our trip to Maine together, I mean, it's pretty easy when you go get out there, whether it's flights, you're very dependent upon where you can go fly in. And so, share some of these little secrets. I mean, are you booking, I'm assuming Holiday Inn is everywhere. I've never stayed in a Holiday Inn internationally before, but like, are you looking at like more off the run activities? Are there just different deals or different aggregators where you can go find these good deals?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, all those things.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, you got to do your homework. I'm not probably joking when I say probably for 2 weeks, I was scouring websites. I was looking at different departure cities. Can we fly from Detroit or Lansing or Grand Rapids, Traverse City, Cleveland, Chicago even. So I was kind of looking within a 300-mile radius. And then you determine, well, okay, if I'm going to go to Chicago and fly from there, how much do I need to save?
Sure.
Right? Pretty significant
in time
amount,
too.
right? Yeah, because of the time. But anyhow, I was searching all these different options. One thing about flying to Europe that you have to be very cognizant of is the time of your flights, right?
Oh,
because you want to fly out. You want to depart late in the day here in the United States so that you arrive there in the morning, and hopefully you can catch some sleep on the way there because of the jet lag.
Sure.
There's a 6-hour difference between here and Italy. So so those things are really important because that's going to affect the quality of your vacation too. So I was finding it really difficult to find great flight times with the right departure and arrival cities. So I just happened upon it just by continuing to search and search.
Yeah.
And actually, to your point about Holiday Inns, I don't like, listen, no, it's not that I dislike Holiday Inn, but particularly when I'm traveling to like a historic location
I see what
like
you're
Rome
saying.
or Paris,
Yeah.
I want to stay in like a
authentic.
more boutique. Location is probably the most important thing. So like you don't just say, hey, I'm going to Rome. What neighborhood or what part of Rome are you going to stay in? And this being our first trip there, I wanted to stay in central Rome, surrounded by everything touristy. If I go back again, I'd probably choose to do something different. But
it all sounds amazing. And I remember for a honeymoon when Rose and I flew into Kauai, I thought I was flying. Well, where a hotel was, it was right on the beach, right downtown there. And I'm thinking in my head, oh, it's a nice leisurely, because we got in really late at night. So we took the bus from the airport to the hotel. So the next morning I wake up, I'm like, oh, we can just walk to the car rental place.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting like a nice leisurely walk through neighborhoods. I'm like, no, it's like a 4 or 5 lane busy road on the island. So I'm like, oh, this is a fun way to go kind of walk over, and hot, humid, 85, 86, 80% humidity too.
Right.
So, I couldn't emphasize that location enough.
Yeah.
But I think in 2025 too, it's simple enough to go drop like a Google Earth, kind of like go visualize where you're at too.
Yep. Yeah. Going back to what I was saying, it's a great segue into our topic today, talking about holidays and spending, because
it's so easy to go over.
This for us was, I mentioned that this was all, this was a big event. We're celebrating some big milestones and whatnot, but we're sacrificing Christmas gifts for one another. To take this trip. So that makes it even more affordable, right?
Sure.
Because suddenly if you're spending, I don't know, depends, what your family's like, but if you're spending $500 to $1,000 each, there's a couple $1,000. Do you need a new coat and new pair of socks and all these yada yada things, or would you rather spend it on a memory and hopefully what's going to be an amazing experience? So.
No, I mean, it makes sense. You got to give in some areas, take in other areas, and then kind of everything evens out. And so if this was more of a normal year for you, Kevin, so maybe 2023, how do you think of trying to go plan out and parse out? Are you the type of person where you really wait for those deals? And so maybe it's the 23rd of December and you're placing online purchasing orders, trying to overnight everything, or are you slowly chipping away at it?
Sure. So I thought about this a lot because I always plan way ahead. I probably start shopping for Christmas in August.
Oh,
okay. And I've always historically thought, oh, what a great idea. Because I'm going to, rather than having to spend all that money in December or whatever, and you're going to drop
chipping away at
much
it, right?
money at that point in time, well, I'm going to spread it out over a few months. But here's the problem with that. Is the discipline, right? Because the problem is I get to December and I start to panic.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
And then I overspend because I've already bought this other stuff.
You're trying to overcompensate, right?
Yeah. I've already bought all this other stuff and
Marked
probably
up.
forgotten some of it. So I do think another thing that is really important, every year I keep a list because when you have children, right? You have kids, I have kids, 3 kids. And they count, right? How many gifts they get. So I keep a list. Who got what, and I also keep kind of a list of like what did I, in terms of total dollar amount spend. Now these are, just in case my kids are listening, these are on parents' gifts, right? Because Santa might bring a gift or two each year, but these are specifically on mom and dad's list, right?
Yeah.
So I keep a running list, what we get, what I spend, because I like everything to be, as I've always called it, even Steven, right? I want everybody to have
I think that's
equal
great.
enjoyment.
Yeah. This is maybe showing more the nerdier side of me, but I love an Excel sheet.
Okay.
An Excel sheet is so easy to go figure out exactly what you're saying. Who's getting what? When are they getting it? Because for Rose, her birthday is a few days before Christmas.
Oh, that's tricky.
Yeah. And so, of course, would this rather be a good birthday item? Would this be a better Christmas item? Or, shuffling the cards up more, how about a stocking?
There you
gift
go.
as well.
Yeah. And stockings are fantastic, right? You can hide little gems in the stocking.
Oh, yeah.
So let's back up a little what you said. Because Sam, my middle child, his birthday is in late January.
Oh,
and we've always struggled with that, right? Because he just went through Christmas, got, hopefully everything he wanted, right? Probably not as much, but you're trying to reserve some things for later. So how do you manage that? Like what's a good way for folks to manage that?
I think this is the easiest thing to go do is having so on the iPhone, there's a notes section, and just keeping notes going all through the year.
Okay.
Like if I all of a sudden hear something, hey, this might be a great gift idea, I'm going to lock it down.
Yeah.
Even if you have to wait 7 months to go buy it.
Yeah. But how do you measure like, okay, this is your Christmas gift, this is your birthday gift. How do you make sure you're able to celebrate both events with equal excitement? And
I kind of do different trends, whether if it's more Christmassy or more right around the birthday. Like let's just go pretend for the birthday present. Like last year we got a new Peloton.
Oh.
And so when we got the Peloton, then it was right around the holidays anyway. And so for the birthday, getting the shoes, getting some other stuff that's associated with the Peloton too, having like a little bit of a theme around it. Or if it's more Christmas time, have a little bit different theme, like maybe some more seasonal things for the house.
Okay.
And so that's what I try and go do. Hopefully that's a good way to go think about it. Maybe it's not, but.
So how do you make sure you don't overspend? Because
That's
I think
tricky.
a lot of people want to.
That is extremely tricky. I think it's really.
Especially with the 2 events happening, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a little bit that I budget towards the whole year just in regards to gift giving, other things like that. And so let's just go pretend it wouldn't matter for me if the birthday was in June or in December. Like I keep that money to the side knowing that I'm going to spend more in December to go compensate for, both landing within just about 2 weeks of each other.
Yeah.
But then I try and go, find for deals because as I'm looking for things throughout the year, if I can see, hey, this thing goes on sale X, Y, and Z,
right?
Or maybe there could be some good online codes because there's lots of stuff always circulating, right? I mean, Prime has a couple of cyber deals throughout the year too, and so you never know when something could be on deal. Or going to go shop at Costco. I swear, like that was a present for myself that I was looking up. But the same pants that Costco is selling in warehouse for like $15, they're online for like $32.
Wow. At Costco.
No, so at Costco in the store is $15, but on Amazon through like a different retailer, it's like $32. And so different places might have different means and ways of selling it. So
gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. So what you mentioned that you have this account where you keep like a budget for the holidays or whatnot. So for me, for the listening audience, right, the viewing audience, how do you do that? Like, what do you have a separate bank that you're putting this money in? Are you keeping a piggy bank at home?
You can easily do that. I'm sure a bank account or your local institution would be more than happy with you opening up another account. I just sprinkle it on top of what our emergency fund is.
Okay.
And so I know in my mind that this large percent is my emergency fund, and this little sprinkled little amount here and there, this is for the birthday, this is for Christmas. And so I set a little bit amount every single month. And so when it comes time for December, my bills aren't, my credit card statement's not going to be larger where it's going to go impact me.
Gotcha. See, so I have an account at a different institution that Jody doesn't have an account at. And I direct, well, I should say some of my pay goes directly into that account.
Oh, super
each
simple.
paycheck.
Yeah.
And then that's the account that I use for some family vacations, for gifts, for things like that. I like to just keep it sort of out of sight.
Off to the side.
Yep. Because, otherwise, if the transaction's on that account, then, your loved one is going to see
someone
that
might see it, and
hey,
then,
he's been shopping at Peloton. Wait a minute. Why was he spending $1,500? Oh, I know what I'm
getting. Okay. Starting to go connect the dots like an investigator here. So, it gets tricky. It gets really tricky. And so I think for some of those purchases, too, we have some joint credit cards with some separate. And so I'll try and, it's not that I'm hiding anything. Obviously, we get all the statements, we see them all. But as I'm trying to go think about gifts, I'm like, all right, if I buy this right now, she's going to go get a little alert saying, oh, you bought this from Amazon.
Yeah.
You bought this from shopthemint.com. And so all of a sudden, hey, clothes, stuff from Amazon.
Yeah. It could be anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Piecing the puzzle pieces together.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, good.
I think the best piece advice, though, was I think the first couple years, because growing up, I had some jobs here and there, but it was never like I was trying to go cover all my basic necessities as a kid. But as I started to go enter the workforce, the first winter, I would say first Christmas season, I'm thinking, all right, December 1st, let's start Christmas shopping. And it wasn't that it was bad, but my bank account was running a little bit tighter than I'd like to. And so after that, that's when I started just setting money aside every single month. And so at that point, I know, all right, whether it's $50 or $100, I put that in my emergency account, and then I transfer to checking in the month of December.
Yeah.
Works like a charm.
Here's a question for you. And I think, again, everybody else might be interested in this because I'm sure it's different for everyone.
Yeah, it's personal.
Maybe Josh can help us with this, with some averages. But what is the average budget for your spouse as it pertains to gifting, right? Whether it's birthday or Christmas. And what is the budget? Like, what's the appropriate budget for a kid? Because things are expensive today, right? If you're going to go get like a PS5 and you're going to get an extra controller, you got to get a couple games or else it's pointless. And then you got to get the annual pass. And next thing you know, you spent $750. Is that sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder, like, what is the average budget for a household, like for a child or for you, right? And what's your budget?
I'm going to go guess, while Josh is pulling up the averages, my guess for what the average family budget is $800.
Okay, across the board?
For whole family.
Oh, wow. Jeez. If that's the case, I've gone way overboard.
What do you think for the average while Josh is pulling this up?
It feels, in today's world, listen, as a kid, inflation, right? So as a kid, it was probably what my parents were doing for me, and I never felt like I didn't get enough. It was probably $100 or $200, right?
Ooh,
average American family here, $900 to $1,000.
Family
which
of
includes
four.
Gifts, decorations, and travel. For gifts alone, the average is $170 per child.
Okay.
We're way overspending.
I was gonna say for us, it's about $150 to $200, but I think a big portion of that is that I love and appreciate getting the photo sets.
Okay.
And so Rose, an amazing photographer, she'll take photos of like Elodie and Hudson holding up DAD, dad, or like some other stuff.
Yeah.
And so I love seeing that stuff. And so
the
handmade stuff, I love sentimental.
I do too.
And it costs a lot best too.
Yeah. No, I that's a great point. If you are strapped by a budget, or frankly, if you're not even strapped by a budget, a personalized item like that is often
goes such a long
way
way.
more meaningful, and it's going to be much more budget friendly. Another thing that Josh has brought up here, the 5 gift rule. So that's a popular method that each child would receive 5 gifts, and it would be something they want, something to wear, something to read, and a big item like experience.
This is so cool. Yeah.
Oh, something they need. Sorry, I couldn't see that one. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That is a great.
I mean, it
rule of
covers
thumb.
covers all gambits, and then I think too, as a kid. Now, as an adult, I love getting clothing, but as a kid, I hated getting clothing.
Yeah, I did too.
I hated
this
it.
Is pointless.
Like, why don't I need another pair of socks? And now I'm thinking,
I want a
love
G.I. Joe guy and a Transformer. Right. I'm not interested.
I want
in
this
a new
video game,
sweater.
and so for that, I mean, you're kind of it's like investing, right? You're diversifying.
Yeah, that's true. Even when you talk about that 5 gift rule, you're diversifying. You're getting them some things that they need, that they want. Yeah.
And when they talk to their other friends, they're gonna be like, "I got socks again," right?
Right.
Oh, I got this cool G.I. Joe action doll.
Yeah. No, I have to admit, I do love a great pair of socks. Right.
Oh yeah.
Like a really nice warm pair of
know what it is
socks, or a pair of ski socks, or
I don't know if I need to go improve my laundry just in relation to getting the clothes to the washer and dryer, but my socks it's so often they're mismatched.
Okay, socks
it's hard
are
trying
chaos.
to find a match. Oh, it's terrible.
Socks are total chaos. You get, you have like 300 socks, right? When you have a family of 5, I'm not saying pairs of socks, but like 150 is probably way too much. But let's say you have 10 pairs of socks per child, right? You got 50 pair. And for me, I've got work socks and I've got at-home socks. So I've got 20 pairs of socks. Jody's probably got 40 pairs of socks. Next thing you know, now you've got this big bin of individual socks, and you've got to try to match them together.
After a long day, all right, match. All right, going to 1, 2, 3. Like, I legitimately think one of the longest, like, out of anything I do getting ready in the morning, trying to find a pair of matching socks. Can sometimes be the longest.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
And,
it's a big challenge.
Taking the task of because what we do is take that big bin of socks, and then I go, Jody's going to smile when I say this, but I do it sometimes. I go through the bin of socks and have to try to match them up. So I have a pile with
socks
hers,
here, socks
pile
there.
with mine, pile with the kids.
Socks everywhere.
And then you further break it down, but it takes like an hour.
Yeah. It can take a while.
Yeah. It's no fun.
No.
Yeah.
I like that 5 idea rule.
Yeah, it's a very good rule. Yeah, absolutely. Just coming up with a list, right? So before you go out, coming up with a list. So if it's that 5 items, right? What is that list like? And maybe doing some, probably before you go out, right?
You need
to
to
do your
research.
shopping.
You need to
do
research.
some research. Although I am going to say, consider for a moment maybe spending locally. Right. So going to a small business, a local business, whether here it's maybe in downtown Midland or it's out at the mall, and maybe rather than just looking for the best deal you can get online, if it's $12 downtown and $10 online, consider spending the extra couple bucks downtown just to support a local business.
Well, sometimes too, you can get some pretty cool recommendations. Like we were shopping last year for some houseplants. I didn't know the first thing about houseplants. I thought I did my research, but I was like a kid going into a store that was hungry. Trying to go shop for food. I have no idea. I just want to get in, get out. But I was able to go walk through. All right, taking care of it, placement inside the house, the daily water requirements, and it was perfect.
Yep,
it was perfect. And so shop local.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And so, any parting gifts of wisdom for shopping for the holidays this year?
Yeah, again, I'm just gonna say, come up with a list, right, for each individual in your family. Get an idea of what that cost looks like. Personally, I like the idea of shopping early if you can not, go too wild towards the end.
Oh yeah,
and overspend, because that's what I find I do very often is that I. And also, don't forget about, we talked about the stocking. Don't forget about the stocking, because often you're so focused on
the main,
the 5 or 10 gifts that are going to be unwrapped that you forget about the stocking, and then you go to fill up the stocking, and that can cost just as much as 2 or 3 of the gifts.
Just depends what you go put in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I'm usually shoving socks into the stocking.
Yeah, it's a perfect size, right?
And makeup and these things are sometimes really expensive. So
yeah. It's funny. I've seen some things online, not relating as much to stocking stuffers, but I'm sure you've gone to a gift exchange, but what do you call it? Is it it's not an
white
elephant.
elephant.
Well, that's where you go around and people don't know what the gift is, and then at the end you can open it.
You can trade,
Yeah, I've seen some funny examples in the past. This is going completely off topic here, but one person ended up filling a whole big box up of not wrapping paper, of copy paper.
Okay.
And they actually made it look like it was like an actual TV in a box.
Okay. Yeah. I love the white elephant. Do you guys do anything like that?
Rose's side of the family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of fun.
That's a fun idea. You can buy like cool gag gifts and stuff like that. We do it for New Year's Eve party. We have a few families get together and we do it there, and the kids
It's
are
some pretty cool
although
stuff.
You can get some hurt feelings. I have seen people with some hurt feelings where they'll get this gift that they, especially for the younger ones,
and
right?
you're like,
they'll get something they really want, and they're trying to like hide it behind themselves, and then somebody across the room is eyeing it up and steals it from them, and there's some tears, and
makes for some good camaraderie, but it makes for some pretty funny moments too.
Yeah. But that's a good idea, like around gifting. Make a fun game around it. Do something like a white elephant, or I saw something online where folks have like a twister, like a game. Where you flip the arrow and then it falls on a particular colored bow or something, and that bow is assigned to a cup, and then underneath that cup could be a $5 bill, or it could be some candy, or it could be
that's pretty cool.
Some things.
Yeah,
that's another like maybe fun idea. Particularly if you're shopping on a budget. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Love
the other thing
budgeting.
I'd say, and something we're doing at TriStar this year, you've probably always seen it, but consider getting some gifts for some folks that could really use them, some families.
Absolutely.
Right? So we have the Toys for Tots box in the office. I think we're going to get a second box from Messiah Lutheran, but consider it a time of giving as well, not just within your household, but within your community.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Especially, so did I mention that right? The sharing tree?
Yeah, you just did. Yeah.
No, I just want to make sure it was right. I don't know if the sharing tree, I mean, it's once a year that we go do it, but the sharing tree or the Christmas, anyway. Just want to make sure I got the right verbiage and people aren't led astray. And so, with all that being said, what have you been doing lately?
So before I want to ask you a question about this.
Okay.
Have you ever watched The Witcher?
I've heard of it. I have not, though.
Okay, I was hoping you had, because I'm thinking I may want to watch this.
Okay.
But I was hoping to get an opinion about it first. So if anybody out there has any thoughts on The Witcher, I know there's like it's going into its 5th season.
Is that more paranormal kind of stuff?
I think it's sort of sci-fi-ish.
Okay.
I've never watched it really.
Sci-fi is either a really big hit or really big miss for me. And I feel like, it's going to sound bad, I feel like I judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
But I've heard a lot of really good things about it.
Yeah. So anyhow, that's a show I'd really like to try. But something that I have been watching, this is a little bit out there. It's called The Chair Company. You know
I think I saw something on that.
Do you know Tim Robbins?
Maybe.
He's a comedian.
Yeah.
Really, he just had a movie that came out with Paul Rudd called Friendship.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And he's a very strange guy, Tim Robbins. I guess that's the only way there's also there's a show on Netflix. I think it's called Detroiters or something like that, where he and his buddy are like advertising agents for a company in Detroit. Anyhow, he has a very odd sense of humor. And I've caught myself watching. I think it's only 3 episodes in on HBO. And I am enjoying it. It's odd. It's a little bizarre. But, it's
make for some good TV.
I'm liking it. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
How about yourself?
So that is a tough question. So I'm waiting for Landman, as everyone on on the podcast probably knows. But I think outside that, I've tried rewatching The Mandalorian a couple times. And so that's been obviously, it's hard to believe. I think there's only 2 or 3 seasons that are out, but they're planning on making that into a big movie. I can't remember if that's going to be released in 2026 or 2027.
Yep.
And so that's definitely one
with Pedro.
With Pedro,
okay.
yeah. Oh,
Good.
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's such a great actor.
Yeah.
And then outside that, I think that's really been it. I mean, I've been in the doldrums a little bit with everything going on around the household.
Yeah.
Whether it's, just talking about we moved into this new house 2 months ago, and the amount of yard work never ceases to amaze me.
Yeah. Yep. More than anything, probably I'm excited about Stranger Things season. Is it 5?
Oh, how could I forget about that? Yeah.
I mean that's I can't. We've been rewatching the Stranger Things seasons just to sort of get ready, and I mean because it's been quite a long time since the first season came out.
You know what? I think now I'm gonna go do.
Yep.
Season 1, 2, 3. That's gonna take a long time. Might take me to 2026, but
yeah, right.
Oh yeah, because that came out. Gosh, was that 2015 or 2016?
It's been a long time. Yeah, it was definitely
because I picked it up way after. Again, me judging a book by its cover. I took a look at the actual screen art, and it's like the young actors looking down a hole at something that's glowing up.
Yeah,
and like, why do I want to watch this?
Have you seen the side by sides of the actors?
Yes,
like holding.
They're so much older.
Yeah. Right.
It's crazy. They're full grown adults.
Yeah, so I'm imagining it's been at least a dozen years since the show came out, which I guess would take you back to 2013. That's my guess.
Hats off to the Duffer Brothers.
Yeah, somebody can correct me on that one, but that's my guess. Yeah.
Well, I got some TV watching to go do.
Yep. All right.
Until next time,
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yep.
I like that a little better.
Yep.